Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for February 2024. I hope you guys are all doing well. I want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading and it may not all resonate with you, so just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energy of a monthly reading is predictive in nature, so if these events are not occurring right now, they could easily occur in the next few weeks, depending upon your timeline. As always, Scorpio, don't try to force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Scorpio for February? All right, Scorpio, you have the Three of Pentacles. So that has to do with a contract of some sort, a soul contract, perhaps even a physical contract. And it is crossed by the Star card in the reverse. Okay, so I do feel that while you're being very agreeable, there's something here, one of your hopes or some of your hopes are not quite coming true with regard to a contract. So there's a sense of maybe hopelessness about this. I do feel like it's causing you to feel emotionally unbalanced here. I can see you've been very cooperative. Let's see what's happened here in the past. This may have to do with an established foundation that you're currently in. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, this has to do with money. You may have sealed up a job or, done a contract on a financial deal, but it's just failed to meet your expectations. For others of you, I'm seeing that you had a very stable new beginning. I see you still in that contract, but again, there's a sense of it not meeting your expectations for some reason. Let's see why all this is happening. Ooh, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is all happening because of a sense of rejection, a sense of abandonment or loss that has to be dealt with. Let's see what's on your mind. So you may have left somebody out in the cold because they failed to meet your expectations, or, maybe somebody left you out in the cold. What's on your mind, Scorpio? I do have to say, as I was shuffling, I saw like a tidal wave, like a deluge. So you're thinking that, you're thinking of communicating, some of you might be thinking you're dealing with somebody who is hot and cold, they're in and out, or perhaps you are. There's an inconsistency here in the energy, and you're thinking about that. So it's either you or the other person. Or it could be an inconsistency in the communication. Somebody comes and goes pretty quickly. All right, so let's see what's happening in February that you may not see coming. Six of Swords. Yeah, you're moving away from this chaotic situation. You're moving towards something more peaceful. Let's see how you're showing up. King of Wands in the reverse. Reluctant to take action. Yeah, there's a reluctance for you to take action. Let's see the energy coming towards you. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So somebody that's coming towards you, they could be in a karmic cycle. They could be receiving, bad karma. Or it could be that this is somebody who is feeling stuck, like things are just not moving forward for them. Let's see Spirit's advice. It's definitely some stuck energy that's approaching, though. Show me Spirit's advice in this situation. Oh, my goodness. Well, there's the tidal wave. Maybe it had to do with my shuffle. Yeah, as I was shuffling, I saw like this tidal wave, a deluge of emotion. Because water is typically about emotion when you're dealing with the tarot. Spirit's advice, please, for Scorpio. All right. So Spirit is addressing your worries. Spirit is saying, do not spend all your time worrying and staying up at night, being concerned about this. Your outcome at the end of the month is the Seven of Wands. You're standing your ground, but it does look like your back's a little bit up against the wall. So bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. Now that's good underlying energy because that speaks to emotional happiness. So let's clarify. And it's in the upright, so that's a positive sign. All right, so let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Three of Coins here? You could be spending a lot of your time working because you are avoiding this situation. Yeah, some of you are working hard because you've experienced some financial loss. I'm seeing loss, though. I'm seeing an ending. I'm seeing an ending of an established foundation and a sense of loss. And you're disappointed here. The reason you're disappointed is because of the Seven of Swords reversed. You found out about some sneaky behavior. Either you or the other person, but I feel like you're the one disappointed. So I think you found out somebody was being very deceptive. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? And therefore that loss. Yeah, secrets were found out. The High Priestess in reverse. You suspected that there was something here, but you didn't. And it is in a... So you had this new beginning that seemed very stable. And you may have even suspected something was telling you that something was off in this foundation. And you may not have listened to your intuition. And then you came to find out that indeed something was off. There was deception here. It's led to the ending of a established foundation and a sense of deep loss and disappointment. Now, why all this is happening is because of the Five of Pentacles in the upright. So you felt very rejected and abandoned in love, basically. But you're showing up here as stepping into your power, which I commend you in. It's like you're overriding this energy of rejection. That's good. And your heart is not closed off. You're still open to love. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Yeah, Two of Cups. Two of Cups. You think about what the perfect relationship would be like, but you're comparing it and you're seeing that somebody was inconsistent in love. There's also a sense that you were giving in this relationship, but this other person may not have been. You may have thought this person was a soulmate or felt this person was. Now, I do see you moving forward from all of this chaos. I see you moving away from it. So let's clarify that. Let's see what's happening for you in February. Show me February for Scorpio. You could be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio like yourself. Show me what's happening in February for Scorpio. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands reversed. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. Two of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Page of Swords reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups. And the Empress. You're definitely moving into your power here. Nine of Cups. Six of Wands reversed. Five of Cups. The Magician reversed. Ooh, and the Emperor. So you've got the Emperor and the Empress out. Okay, so wow, that's big. All right, so let's talk. All right, so Scorpio, I see that in the beginning of February that you are really wanting to move away from this chaos. You want to free yourself from this. However, in the first week, I feel like you realize that you have been, oh, sorry. You also have the Knight of Cups. Nice. I see that in the first week, you're realizing that it's your lack of action and lack of planning that is taking place here that's causing you to not move forward. So there's a understanding that you may have been dealing with a karmic. I see in the first week that you begin to free yourself from this history, this past, this feeling of rejection, this feeling of being left out in the cold. I am seeing that you're making plans here, and it's for a stable new beginning. Now, some of you are making plans and you're very focused on your money, but I am seeing that in the first week, you start to make plans to move in another direction and free yourself from this energy, free yourself from this inactivity that you've been kind of stuck in. In the second part of the week, I do feel like, you know, there is somebody here that you are not speaking to. You don't really know what's going on with this person. And there's a need for you to really look at why you're still emotionally connected to this person. I do feel like you love this person, but you're realizing you have to be more selective. I'm also seeing that there is love that is in your vicinity that you don't see. And it's because you haven't completely emotionally detached from this other situation. Now, that being said, by mid-month, you have stepped into your power. You know your value and your worth. You are prosperous. So any financial losses that you may have incurred, you're feeling, you know, you're feeling the relief of that because everything is flowing towards you. You're not having to run out and chase after it. It's flowing towards you. And by the way, in the middle of the month, you are extremely intuitive. It's like your intuition is just really, it's really up there. So you move into this Empress energy. Now, some of you could be meeting your twin flame or a true soulmate. This is going to help you to process this loss and help you to understand that this person that you've been dealing with is actually a karmic. And I can see that karmic connection because both the King and Queen of Wands is in the reverse. That tells me that it was an extremely physical, extremely passionate relationship, but you were dealing with a karmic. By mid-month, you're reassessing. Things are starting to move in the direction that you want. You're getting what your wishes fulfilled, and you're very focused on what it is that you really do want, and you're not willing to just give your cup of love to just anybody. In the third week, I see you really focused on your own needs and what you want, but still feeling like with regard to love that things just don't work out for you. Financially, things work out, but it's almost a sense that there is this love that is in your vicinity that you just can't see because you're still emotionally, you haven't fully detached to this failed relationship, to this, there's a sense of you taking this failure upon yourself. Now, I see that your self-esteem is high, your self-worth is high, you're focusing on what you want. So it looks like you're doing all the right things, but it just takes some time. And healing is not a process that you just do one day and it's all done. It's something that you constantly revisit until you have integrated those lessons. So be very careful about that, because in the third week, I see you kind of feeling like you can't win for losing type of deal. And I see that there's a bit of sadness. You're still focusing on the lessons from the past, failures from the past, and it is actually kind of holding up your manifestations. So be careful with that energy, but by all means process those feelings. So you are kind of in your feels in the third week. By the end of February, I see you having met the person that you are looking for. Everything that failed to manifest, everything that felt like a failure is going to begin to melt away, because while you were processing this loss, while you were learning the lessons from the past, I see an Emperor. So you have the Emperor and the Empress, which tells me you're a couple of things. It tells me that you are, beginning to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. So you're reaching a state of balance, and it's at that point that this person comes in with this love offer. So you've got your perfect match, perhaps a twin flame or a deep soulmate that's coming in. I feel like you were dealing with a karmic that could have even been mistaken for a twin flame, a false twin flame though. I see by the end of the month that you have taken control of your life, but you are receiving or you are giving an offer of love. Now, if you are a masculine, you will meet this person around the middle of the month to the third week. If you are a feminine, you will meet this person at the end of February. All right, so let's see how, and you've got to be careful here, because you're so focused on the past, Scorpio, that you don't even see this coming in. It's going to be it's going to be right in front of your face before you actually recognize this. So this could be even somebody that you know that you haven't really noticed, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh. So let's see how your energy is. Show me how Scorpio is showing up in this reading. And I'm seeing a lot of that in the cards this month. People, love is coming in, and people are just like, they don't even see it coming. And before they know it, because they're processing difficult relationships from the past. All right, so yeah, we have the Five of Swords reversed. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. That's beautiful energy. So again, we're seeing this lack of action, kind of reluctant to take action, right? Particularly to resolve conflicts. I do have to mention that. So you may be reluctant to take the action necessary to resolve conflicts. That's an ego-based thing. So try not to, delve deep into that energy. And if you recognize it in yourself, address it. I do see by the middle of the month, though, you have reached this level of balance. Things are balancing out for you financially. Things are balancing out for you emotionally. With regard to money, I see that you reach a more of a balance, and by the end of the month, your money looks good. Emotionally, you reach this state of balance around the middle of the month, and you're very secure in yourself. You're very much so independent. I'm seeing you as single, and I'm seeing you as having strengthened your relationship with Spirit. You're very confident, very much so independent, and you're standing on your own 2 feet and looking darn good doing it. So your vibration has increased. The Nine of Pentacles is basically the Empress in a lower energy. And so I feel like you kind of reach that Empress energy stage. I do see during the month that you debate whether or not you want to end a conflict with somebody. I feel like that conflict is ending anyway, but I see you kind of going back and forth about whether or not you want to end that. All of this has to do with you still working out things from the past. So let's see, but you find a way to do it. I do see that those of you that are kind of stuck in your ego, you step out of that ego, you reach your balance, and like I said, you look really good doing it. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And we have the Four of Wands. So the person that's in your energy, I feel like they're coming forward very truthfully. This is not somebody who is prone to, you know, lying or being deceitful. This is an honest person that's coming forward, and they are coming forward to speak a truth to you. This person has been a bit stuck for a while. After they speak this truth to you, they feel there's a reason to celebrate here. And with the Four of Wands, I mean, look at this. You've got the Empress, the Emperor, you've got the Four of Wands. Timing might be a little bit of an issue. So, but I do feel like this person's going to declare their feelings towards you, and they are being honest. This is somebody that has not been moving forward towards you, but they're going to. Now, this may be somebody who is very, like, they don't really relate on an emotional level as much. They might be more of a thinker. They could be somebody who is that strong, silent type, you know. But I'm going to tell you now, this person sees you as marriage material, and they want to move out of this energy that they've been stuck in. And I do think that they're going to tell you that they want to have a relationship with you. So, and this does look like somebody new. It doesn't look like this energy from the past. Now, let's see why the Nine of Swords is here. Now, it could possibly be someone from the past, but it really doesn't feel like it. Show me Spirit's advice. All right, we have the Page of Wands reversed. You have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And the Star card in reverse. So, makes perfect sense. Spirit is telling you stop worrying about somebody that is not investing in you, somebody who has crushed your hopes. Don't worry about people that you're not talking with. Spirit is saying get out of this energy of constantly recycling and reprocessing all of this. It's obvious that you've been very disappointed. There's an indication here that you should not invest into disappointments or into people who don't, you know, don't even think enough to reach out to you. So you may be very worried about this person from the past, but Spirit's saying release it, let it go. Let this go. So let's look at your outcome. You have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands can be a little defensive. So let's see what this is about. I do feel like you are standing your ground by the end of the month. Did a card? Trying to see. Okay. Yeah, there it did. I wasn't sure if a card came out or not. You're standing your ground. There's going to be conflict. Five of Wands. 10 of Wands. And it's with this King of Wands. Interesting. So this King of Wands is action. It's showing up in your energy. Could be that you have in the past dealt with somebody who was possibly a fire sign or had strong fire in their chart. That would be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But overall, what I see is that you're standing your ground with this person, and it is going to cause conflict and problems. I almost feel like you're releasing somebody, you're letting somebody go. I'm seeing this conflict over and over with this person. So I do see that when you stand your ground with this person, it's going to cause conflict. And you've been reluctant to take action on this. When you finally do, it's going to create some conflict for you here. But I don't see you budging. I don't. There's action that you are taking. You're not going to back down from this action. You don't care who has anything to say about it, and you'll deal with the problems later. It is going to create some problems, but it's also going to change your energy, and it's going to get you moving and out of that stuck position that you've been in. So, yeah, there is going to be some problems from it, but don't let those problems overwhelm you. It's the ending of a cycle. So it may not be easy, but I see you standing your ground in this. I like it. All right, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So you're kind of up and down in your energy. Ten of Cups in the upright, Ten of Cups in the reverse. you have to reach that level of consistency, and you want it to be consistently happy. There's going to be a little bit of both. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, it looks like, this month. Yeah. So just be ready for that. Stand your ground when the time comes and be proactive towards yourself. But Spirit's saying don't spend your time worrying about those that do not invest in you, those that crush your dreams. Don't invest in people who don't even take the time to talk to you or to reach out to you. So I like the energy of this King of Swords here, this person that's approaching you, because they are approaching you very honestly. Now, I'm going to see if we can find any further messages or guidance from the Oracle cards. Spirit, I'm pulling for Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see what we've got, Scorpio. Yours came. Everybody's card has been coming out reversed, and I checked my deck. I don't have all the cards in the reverse. So it's very strange. All right, so you have storm fields. Number 9 tells me you're at close to the end of a cycle here. That cycle is going to end because of a great change. That change will be brought about by you standing your ground, and it will create conflict. However, storm fields in the reverse tells me that you're at the end of this conflict, and I feel like you're moving out of it. So let's see. Yeah, it says this too shall pass. All right, so it says in the reverse, now is not the time to engage in any activity that brings unwanted chaos or drama into your life. This kind of storm can be destructive, and you'll regret your actions later. Hurtful words will be carried on the wind and bring a tornado of betrayal, anger, and unnecessary angst. Find shelter. This turbulent weather will pass, and your house will be untouched. Say no to drama. Wait till the storm blows over. Only then will you be heard. I like that. So in other words, don't engage in arguing. Don't engage in any conflict with this person. Just refuse to do so. So say no to the drama. Let everything kind of calm down, and then you'll be heard. All right? But remember, this too shall pass. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this reading, Scorpio, please hit that like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I would be grateful if you do. Until I see you guys in the next weekly reading, namaste.